Prince Harry has said that he is vindicated after a High Court judge ruled that he was a victim of phone hacking carried out by publishers of the Daily Mirror and Sunday Mirror newspapers. 15 out of 33 articles by the Mirror titles that Prince Harry and his lawyers brought forward in the case were ruled to be the product of phone hacking or unlawful information gathering. The Duke's case centred on these 33 articles, dated between 1996 and 2009, in the Daily and Sunday Mirror and Sunday People titles. He claimed they were the product of phone hacking or blagging, which is obtaining information by deception. Delivering his ruling, Mr. Justice Fancourt told the High Court that this happened to a modest extent, but was carefully controlled by certain people at the publications from the end of 2003 to April 2009. This is considered a success and vindication for Prince Harry, who might now feel emboldened in his other lawsuits against the press. But it's still important to bear in mind that less than half of the articles he put forward were ruled to be the product of hacking or blagging. The judge said that he has awarded modest damages of just over £140,000 to Harry. But it was clearly never about the money for him. It was a chance for him to have his grievances against the media aired and publicised to the world to prove that he was a victim of illegal news gathering. Speaking after the ruling through his lawyer, David Sherborne, Harry said that he has learnt patience is a
virtue, especially in the face of vendetta journalism. I hope that the court's findings will serve as a warning to all media organisations who have employed these practices and then similarly lied about them. I am happy to have won the case. I respectfully call upon the authorities, the financial regulator, the stock market who were deliberately deceived by Mirror Group, and indeed the Metropolitan Police and prosecuting authorities to do their duty for the British public and to investigate bringing charges against the company and those who have broken the law.
The stories cover the Duke's relationship with his family and ex-girlfriend Chelsea Davy, a few injuries and illnesses, his military service, and allegations of drug use. One of the big names mentioned throughout Harry's case was Piers Morgan, who edited the Daily Mirror for nearly 10 years, from 1995 until he was fired in 2004. In his judgment, Mr. Justice Fancourt said that he accepted the evidence of biographer Omid Scobie, who told the High Court that Mr. Morgan was told about the use of phone hacking while he was an editor. During the trial, Scobie told court that he had overheard Morgan being told that information relating to Kylie Minogue and her then-boyfriend James Gooding had come from voicemails. Morgan has denied this, but this ruling may now present difficulties for the broadcaster.
Today, a judge in the High Court in London has ruled on various cases, including Prince Harry's claim against Mirror Group newspapers, where I was an editor until 2004. The judgment finds there is just one article relating to the Prince, published in the Daily Mirror during my entire 9-year tenure as editor, that he thinks may have involved some unlawful information gathering. To be clear, I had then, and still have, zero knowledge of how that particular story was gathered. All his other claims against the Daily Mirror, under my editorship, were rejected. With regard to the judge's other references to me in his judgment, I also want to reiterate, as I've consistently said for many years now, I've never hacked a phone or told anybody else to hack a phone. And nobody has produced any actual evidence to prove that I did.
But Prince Harry has singled out Morgan in his witness statement in the case, saying it made him feel physically sick to think of him and his team earwigging into his mother's private and sensitive messages. Harry has also alleged that Morgan has been intimidating him and his wife, Meghan Markle, since he launched the legal proceedings against the publisher. The Duke claimed that he and his wife have been subjected to a barrage of horrific personal attacks and intimidation from Piers Morgan. Harry is one of 4 people who brought civil claims against MGN for hacking phones and using other unlawful methods to gather information about them, such as hiring private investigators and intercepting voicemail messages. The judge said that he has found Harry's case of voicemail interception and unlawful information gathering proved in part only. However, it did happen on occasions from about the end of 2003 to April 2009. The judge said there was a tendency for the Duke in his evidence to assume that everything published was the product of voicemail interception, just because phone hacking was rife within Mirror Group at the time. Following the ruling, an MGN spokesperson said they will unreservedly apologise for where historical wrongdoing took place, and that they have taken full responsibility and paid appropriate compensation. Harry and Meghan have filed at least 7 lawsuits against British and American media outlets since 2019, and the Prince has pursued 4 cases against UK tabloids. He is one of several high-profile figures who alleged unlawful information gathering at Associated Newspapers Limited, which is the publisher of the Daily Mail, the Mail on Sunday and Mail Online. The publisher denies the allegation, which include phone tapping and bugging people's homes. The lawsuit also involves Harry's friend Sir Elton John and his husband David Furnish. In a second libel case against A&L over an article about his security arrangements, Harry was ordered to pay the Mail on Sunday more than £48,000 after he lost his claim. But Harry has also sued News Group newspapers, the publisher of The Times, The Sunday Times and The Sun newspapers, for alleged phone hacking. The High Court ruled in July that Harry could not sue NGN for alleged phone hacking and rejected his argument that there was a secret deal between the publisher and senior royals. However, the remainder of Harry's battle against News Group is set to go ahead in 2025. It now remains to be seen what will be decided in Prince Harry's other court cases against the UK tabloids. But this success against the Mirror titles may set the tone going forward.